Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Madhouse. Make sure you subscribe. So, I was listening to the radio today and they brought up a topic. Should the Cavs look at Dillon Brooks? And that just intrigued me so much because the Cavs need a player like that, a mean streak guy, a big body guy, a wing 6'7", and he would fit the mold perfectly for the Cavaliers. And again, that just intrigued me so much. I think the Cavaliers should take a look at Dillon Brooks, kick the tires on the guy and see what his price is. I mean, like I said, again, he has a mean streak against the New York Knicks. The Cavs got outworked, outbullied. Every loose ball, rebound, the Knicks were getting all of them. So I feel like maybe if the Cavaliers had a guy like Dylan Brooks, they win a series like that. They need somebody to get mean, to bring the energy, bring leadership. I think he could do that. He is kind of selfish, obviously. At the end of the year, he proved that, but I think he can be worked on with right coaching. But yeah, again, he has a big body. He's a wing player, combo power forward wing, which I love. We need that. We need depth with Kevin Love leaving. Not that he was any depth in that area, but yeah, we need depth, and Dylan Brooks would be perfect right there. He fits JB's system again, defense, grit, get the loose ball toughness. So he fits perfectly if JB stays around. And if JB fixes a guy like that, oh my God, that would be amazing for JB Bickerstaff. He'd look so good. And he would be kind of like our Josh Hart, just hustle guy, get rebounds, toughness. Look, that paid wonders in the series for the Knicks, having a guy like Josh Hart, and he's cheap. It would be getting a guy on the low, and I always like doing that, getting good value on players. It's tough to do that in Cleveland in a small market, and if you're a guy like Kobe Altman, you need to definitely kick the tires on that. Still young, wanting to prove himself, with the whole internet dunking on him, Shaq, Kenny, ship him off to China, the memes on TikTok. Holy man, that guy will definitely want to prove himself. So that would be a huge positive, I think, in my book. Just again, a high value flip. I really think the Cavs need to look, but there are a lot of risks as well. I could see why you would say no, don't look at this guy. He blew up the team for Memphis at the end of the year, poking the bear. You do not want to poke the bear in LeBron James. I remember I saw Paul George talking about Lance Stevenson and poking LeBron, and he was upset at Lance Stevenson because he was also guarding LeBron, and he was guarding LeBron more than Lance was in that series. So he was not too happy with Lance blowing in his ear. So yeah, poking the bear's not always the greatest thing, but I also don't mind the villain. There needs to be villains in the NBA. I think people need to lean in it. I just don't like, 3 games in a row not answering to the media, not answering. You didn't show up. You didn't play well. You got to answer to that if you're going to talk all that shit. So I didn't like that, but I do like the villain. I like the chip on the shoulder, the grittiness. I think that would fit perfectly in Cleveland in the system. But again, he could be selfish. And another massive thing, Donovan Mitchell does not like the guy. They got in that tussle at the end of that game late in the year with Memphis. And yeah, they obviously don't like each other. So how would that work? How would that dynamic work in the locker room? But I've seen Jay Crowder and J.R. Smith work together in a locker room after J.R. Smith swung around and hit Jay Crowder in the face and, tore his ligament in his knee, and they were teammates. So anything's possible. Any bridge could be repaired. Who knows? Also, Nick Nurse and is on the market. Nick Nurse, the head coach, and Mike Budenholzer was let go today by Milwaukee. So those are two interesting hot coaches on the market that maybe the Cavaliers should also kick the tires on. I don't know. I just hated what happened in the series with New York. That was disgusting. I don't want that to happen ever again. I rather be in the lottery than be mid. Being mid in the NBA is the worst thing. Being in purgatory is the worst thing. That was so heartbreaking watching what happened against the Knicks. So I rather have Dylan Brooks come here and blow up the team, and then Spider Mitchell leaves. If that's the case, so be it. I mean, at least something's happening, and there's a roadmap and a vision, because right now it just seems like we're content on where we're at, and I hate it. I hate being mid. But everybody, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and join the Madhouse. There's new content every day. Thank you so much. Mad out. Later.